welcome
to
Connection.
Corner.
So I know that there's a lot of things in the world that are kind of different and changing right now. And one of those things for us is Connection Corner. And so Miss Lindsay and we care about each other a lot. And so we wanted to make sure that we keep each other safe. And the way that we're doing that is doing Connection Corner online.
So we wanted to stay connected with each other as well as with all of you. So we thought that through this Zoom video, would be the best way.
Yeah, and so one of the things that we want to talk about, though, is how can you stay connected with each other? Because I know you keep hearing about social distancing. In fact, we've even talked about it on, I think, our hand washing Connection Corner that we did for you guys, and kind of what it is. But social distancing is just kind of keeping a safe distance from other people so that you don't get them sick or they don't get you sick or you don't pass germs back and forth.
But one thing we want you to remember is that social distancing is not social disconnecting. So in times like this, it can really feel like, you don't get to see people you normally see, and you may start to feel a little disconnected or miss people, but we want you to remember that you can still connect with those people. You just kind of have to get creative with how you do it. And so that's what we're going to talk about, is some ways you can do that.
Yeah. So one thing that you can do is FaceTime. And I've been doing this a lot with my family because all my family lives in Texas. And so I don't get to see them anyway. So we've done this for a while. But so getting to do it more has been really great. And so it almost feels like you're in the same room as the person, don't you think, Miss Lindsay?
I do. Actually, my grandma is in the hospital right now because she had a surgery. And so that's how all of us have been getting to see her, since we can't visit her in the hospital, is we FaceTime her and phone call with her. That way she still gets to hear and see from her family. So it's pretty nice to get to see her like that.
I bet that makes her really happy too.
It does. It does.
Oh, that makes me think that during this time, when we have a little more time at home because we're being safe and staying home, that maybe we could even get in touch with more people that we don't talk to as much as we want to.
For sure. Absolutely. And there's tons of ways to do that. Like the Zoom, like we're doing right now, or even playing video games. I know we talked about that in our internet safety, about that you can play video games. You just need to do it in a safe way, with your adults that you live with at home's permission. But that's one way, is that sometimes you can talk to people and your friends that you may know from school through your video games and have a way that you can still play with them.
It's so cool. It's so cool to me that we live in a world where there's some stuff going on and we have to stay home, but we can stay connected with everybody because technology has so many cool things that we can use it for.
Yeah.
One of those things that I was also thinking about, Miss Lindsay, is I know that we text a lot anyways, but you can always stay connected through texting if you don't feel comfortable being on videos for a little while, or with a certain person.
Yeah, you can ask, if you may not have a phone. You probably don't have a phone yourself, you guys. But if your parents have a phone, you may be able to text your friends with their phone, or give them a phone call through your parents' phone or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's super cool. And also there's those social medias that, as long as you're using them safe, kind of like we talked about in our internet safety video, it's another great way to stay in touch, like TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram and all of those.
Yeah, and there's the Elmdale Facebook page, which I know I look at multiple times every day, to kind of know what's going on at school. Miss Hutton and Miss Hinsey are up there, taking turns, who's at the school. And so there's definitely, like Facebook is another way that you can not only connect with other people, but also get information to people.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it's also important to find some time to get outside. And there is a way you can still see the kids around you when you're outside, but just make sure that you stay at least 6 feet apart from them. And that includes, like, you don't want to throw a ball back and forth because those germs might be on the ball or whatever you guys are playing with. So as long as you just kind of wave from 6 feet apart, or you can yell at each other kind words, then that would be great. You get to see some people that way.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some of the activities that Coach H and Coach Hill have been putting on their videos that you and the kids that live around you could, like yesterday with the making the paper bag or the plastic bag, you could make your balloon and you could each be playing with your balloon in your space while you're staying away from each other, but kind of doing a competition or, you know, encouraging each other or trying to get to a certain number. So while keeping that distance, there's still a way that you can play and interact with each other. And that was really cool, that video. I only got to 6. That was the highest I got, but I hope some other people were able to get higher.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea, Miss Lindsay. I really like that idea. Also though, I've noticed, because I got added to a lot of your Google Classrooms today, and that makes me super happy. But I've noticed that a lot of you are having Zoom meetings, or you're gonna have some Zoom meetings coming up. So I thought we might talk just really quickly about how you get on a Zoom meeting.
That'd be great, because I haven't ever used Zoom until we started the AMI days. And so I've been having to learn a lot, and I bet that I could learn a little bit more from you, Ms. Kilpatrick. So how do we do that?
So it's really easy. Whenever you get on, normally I've been noticing that your teachers in your Google Classroom have been putting in a link that you click on, just like they've linked all of your classwork and that kind of stuff. And I know, like, when we get on one, Miss Lindsay, you get an email with a link, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you just click on that link and it will open up a new page on whatever technology that you're using it on, like a computer or a phone or a tablet or whatever you're using. And whenever you do that, it says launch Zoom meeting. And so you'll want to click launch like a rocket. It's how you make it go. And so you'd want to click launch and it pops up. And then it'll say join using computer audio or using phone audio. And if you're on a computer, usually the best way to do it is computer audio. Like, that's what I'm using right now. And so you'll click join using computer audio, and then it will bring you right into where you need to be. And then you're already there.
That's so cool. And so I know that we have cameras on our computers, so we're able to see faces. And on phones, a lot of times they'll have cameras. But even if your phone or computer doesn't have a camera, you can still do a Zoom meeting through the audio, correct?
Yeah, you can. It
Cool.
doesn't have to have the camera on like we do right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's super
So
cool.
neat. So a way that they would be able, we would love to even be able to Zoom with some of you guys, like maybe you've been doing with your teachers. And so if that's something that you would want to do with us, just let us know. And we would love to do that.
Absolutely. You can always email me, and I'll put my email up on the screen right here. And I'll get that set up for us.
And there's also the link on the Elmdale Facebook page, and maybe in some of your Google Classrooms to the counseling Google Classroom, that you could also send us a message and add that to your classrooms and send us a message on there. And we get several students in there, then maybe we could do like a weekly Zoom or something like that together.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Another thing is, I know that a lot of you have probably seen the check-in. I think it says check-in with Miss Kilpatrick, but it kind of shows Miss Lindsay and I both how you're doing. So if you don't really want to Zoom with us, but you do want to just kind of let us know how you're doing, we would love to hear from you if you want to fill out that form, because it lets us know that you're feeling okay, that you're doing okay, and you have plenty of food at home, or anything else that you want to talk to us about. There's another blank that you can just add a little something if you want to.
And if there is something that you need, you can always fill out that form also to let us know that there's something that you need.
Yeah. And speaking of having enough like food and supplies, at the school, I know Miss Hutton has been up there in the mornings, and she's putting out snack packs and little Debbie snacks, and she's putting out school supplies. There's journals and crayons and all kinds of different things. So if you need anything like that, try the library porch, because there's a lot of stuff on there that you could probably use at home if you need it.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Miss Lindsay, I miss you so much, just like I miss all of our students at Elmdale, and I can't wait till I get to see you again and give you a big hug, if it's okay with you. But I'm so glad that we get to stay connected somehow.
Me too. I'm so glad that now we all have the power
Power
to
to
connect.
connect. Bye, guys.
Bye.